conversations between heart and soul. And my own personal journey to be able to confirm and clarify that yes, the heart is a consciousness of its own, almost living in a realm of its own independence. Hence why emotions are important to connect to, because you are connecting with your heart. You're having a relationship with your heart. Does soul choose the heart, or does the heart choose soul? Because we have pure hearts, we have evil hearts, and we have those in between. We have greedy hearts, selfish hearts, egotistical hearts, cruel hearts, kind hearts, loving hearts. You can see where we're going with this, can't you? So in my personal journey, one of the reasons why I know the heart is a true consciousness in a world of her or his own was because when I was healing, one of the first things that comes up is you feel like you have to change who you are to stop being hurt, to stop having those gravitating towards you that always want to give you anguish and pain, or use and abuse you, or cipher your energy, to destiny swap, all of these challenges. But my heart said no. So I took that healing journey, because that's when I understood it wasn't a battle. You can almost go into this conflict. No, it will start with the conflict, but what you do is you find your way to one another. Heart and soul do have a partnership, a relationship. And the idea is to become person-centered, mind, body, and spirit, all one. And so when my heart refused to change who I was, it meant that I had to go down the path of discernment, discretion. That's what I had to learn, because the heart refused to stop being who she was. Her identity was a pure and kind heart. That's how she entered in to this domain, this physical domain with soul. And that's how she will depart. And that was the challenge, is can heart doesn't have a problem. It's can physical me and mental me match her? Because she's not going to change. And this is where people get conflict within themselves, because the idea is not to change, my sweethearts. The idea is for boundaries, discernment, discretion, all the things that senses and emotions teach you, because they're healthy. They're healthy. So I started to read up on papers. I started to search heart and soul. And wow, it was a whole world of just wonders, because it taught me a lot. It helped me navigate and understand who you truly are, and how society will have you forgetting who you are, will separate you from who you are. You know, sometimes people think they're being their authentic self, and sometimes you're not, because there's so much more to you. Depth and substance, there's so much more to you. You have to remember, a lot of us, most of us live within the confines and the means of society. So once you've got the certain things that the society says you must obtain and maintain, you don't look any further. You don't do any more work. And that's where we lose out, because society doesn't have anything for you. It's taking from you. So when you're on your healing journey, I'm sure some of you can relate that the fight was to try and change who you were, to save yourself. But the idea is no, when heart speaks to you, listen, because the heart isn't going to put you through that which you can't cope with. It knows that you can. The heart is strong. Make no mistake, the heart is a very strong entity. And I think soul and heart find each other, just like the wand chooses the witch or the wizard. You know, how we gravitate to that which we are. And when we feel miserable, it's because we are at opposite ends of the spectrum with who we are and what we're doing. So my heart said, no, you will always be a kind soul, and you will always be humble, and you will always seek to help and to rise others. That is my purpose. So the heart doesn't betray itself, okay? There are other things that can come in, elements that can come in and confuse you with that and make the heart, or convince you that the heart is betraying the soul or soul betrays heart. No, they work in unison. And our journey here isn't just to work, to pay and all of that. It is self-discovery, soul cycle, okay? Soul life cycles is what we are doing here. So you come to grow the soul. And then when you awaken, you realize that you don't just have to come back here automatically to learn those lessons. You're already learning those lessons. Therefore, you can come and go as you please. So if you wish to experience another, human condition, you can. But this time, it's because this time you will be elevated in your experience because you were doing the work in this life cycle. So it's all about what you believe. And then on a higher realm, it's about what you know, my darlings. So if ever you've had this conflict between heart and soul and your emotions feel like they're all muddled up, clear everything away and listen to your heart. The heart rules first. There is no question about that. The heart rules, and then the mind and the body follow suit. I think a lot of people dismiss it because for them it's work. Knowing about your emotions shouldn't feel like work. It's an adventure. It's something that you should look forward to. It's something that people should enjoy. It shouldn't feel like an upheaval. That's where they've got indoctrinated you into, you don't want to know about feelings. Nah, you don't know about them. No, but you do. They are the highest form of intelligence. So you do want to know, my sweethearts. So I hope this helps. So if you're ever feeling like in conflict and you're just all over the place, come down and listen to your heart, because the heart will not hide your true feelings. You have to operate from your true feelings, my sweethearts. Bravery and courage for 2026, my darlings. Be true to yourself. And while you're doing that, anything that falls away, good. It's not meant to go with you. And on that note, my sweethearts, have a beautiful weekend. I hope you get where you get to safely. I hope all your dreams and desires and ambitions come into fruition. Stay focused, stay good. And on that note, my darlings, have a beautiful day. And as always, Jah love.